And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video we're going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That of course includes some massive FSG news ahead of the new managerial appointment. We've also got a Dominic Szoboszlai update as well. We're also maybe going over a few other bits and pieces. But let's start with the Dom Szoboszlai update. There has been loads of rumours, if you like, going around the press at this moment in time with regards to Dominic Szoboszlai. As stated, there've been an update that was heart-wrenching, then there was an update that wasn't as bad, and today, again, is no different. On the February 8th, we've got yet another update for you. So here it is. Szoboszlai may not be facing as long out as previously reported, though a trip to visit a specialist in his native Hungary has proved inconclusive. Earlier this week, Hungarian outlet Index claimed that Szoboszlai could face up to 4 weeks out with a recurrence of his hamstring injury. The midfielder has already sat out of the 3-1 defeat at Arsenal on Sunday, but that news sparked fears that he could miss a further 6 games, including the EFL Cup final. And that has now disputed, though, by Hungarian journalist Bence Bosak, writing for the rivals in the Cup and corroborated by Index. Szoboszlai is said to have returned to Hungary on Monday with permission from Liverpool to undergo checks with specialist Franz Lebarbora. Lebarbora has worked with Szoboszlai on a number of occasions dating back to his time at Salzburg, and he oversaw with players' recovery from a long-term adductor issue that impacted his transfer from Salzburg to RB Leipzig. Tests at the Hungary national team's base in Telkai were unfortunately inconclusive, as Lebarbora was not able to diagnose Szoboszlai with the exact cause of his pain. However, Bosak claims that suggestions Szoboszlai would be out for 4 weeks were far too premature, with it more likely that he will return sooner. The number 8 due to report back to the XA training centre for further treatment on Wednesday, with Liverpool's medical staff liaising with those from the Hungarian FA. Jurgen Klopp is set to hold his Burnley press conference on Friday, with the manager expected to give an update on Szoboszlai's fitness. That the 23-year-old is sought further checks on his hamstring, which suggests it is a concern. However, with his involvement in the coming weeks, doubtful. So yeah, of course, we're probably not going to know entirely until Friday, until we get that final update from Jurgen Klopp with regards to Szoboszlai. But yeah, just plenty of updates just coming here, there and everywhere. And at this moment in time, he has been to Hungary, he has been checked out. Whether he's going to be out for 4 weeks or not remains to be seen, but it's looking closer to maybe 2 weeks. Either way, we'll get an update on Friday when Jurgen Klopp does address the press against Burnley, but here's hoping it's not as bad as once feared. Now, a lot of news around the football club at this moment in time is, of course, with regards to next season, despite there being 4 trophies to compete for under Jurgen Klopp's reign. Of course, a chance for us to, make history, if you like, and send Jurgen Klopp out in the right way. However, as we're all human, we're all looking towards potentially what can happen in the summer, and there has been a lot of talk with regards to the managerial position, and that Xabi Alonso looks like he's going to be the man to take over at Anfield. And now Kieran Maguire, a finance expert, has provided some massive FSG news ahead of that managerial appointment, and they are expected to provide a huge budget for their new manager. According to the financial expert, the Reds have work to do in 2024. Football finance expert Kieran Maguire has given his take on the finances at Liverpool this summer as they build around a new manager. Jurgen Klopp will leave Anfield at the end of the season, as stated, sparking the biggest change at Liverpool since 2015. Maguire believes Liverpool will have the resources to fully back their new boss. Principally, because of their smart spending under Klopp, there should be a budget that few in the top 6 can compete with, in fact. When it comes to the transfer market, Liverpool have been one of the leading clubs when it comes to spending smart rather than spending big, Maguire told Football Insider. They have also been very good at generating money from player sales. Put those 2 factors and the new coach in the summer will inherit a huge budget thanks to their flexibility in the terms of FFP. That isn't necessarily matched by their rivals in clubs in the Big 6. Of course, Man City always have plenty to spend, but outside of them, Liverpool could be in a very strong position. Arsenal, Spurs don't have similar funds available, while Newcastle United and Chelsea have FFP issues. Manchester United will likely want to spend big after their ownership change, but they look very unlikely to score Champions League football next season. As a result, Liverpool do have a chance to steal a march on rivals in the summer. But there's another strength at Liverpool: they shouldn't need to spend all that much. The Reds have a deep squad right now, and one that's actually very young. No incoming manager needs to overhaul this squad, in other words. Instead, any huge budget can go towards true quality players in one or two positions if the new boss feels it's needed. The important part here is offering that opportunity to any new manager, and it appears Liverpool will give them that. Now, that's always something that's always been a cloud over FSG. Their resources, are they able to provide the funds to make an impact in the transfer market? And we've seen over recent years, yes, they've been shrewd with business, but they have backed Jurgen Klopp usually when he wants a player. And to hear this now coming out from a financial expert, Kieran Maguire usually is bang on, has inside sources with regards to those financial aspects of the game. And here at Liverpool as well, the fact that the new manager will be given a war chest to put his stamp on a team is fantastic. To hear, even though it's early on and we don't know who the new manager is going to be, but already they are preparing for it. And FFP isn't really a problem that Liverpool have at this moment in time. We're starting to see a lot of clubs being clouded by it for spending way too much or beyond their means. But Liverpool, they're sitting pretty when it comes to FFP allegations, and there is absolutely nothing to worry about on our front. But the fact that a new manager is going to be come in and could have a war chest to spend is imperative, I do believe. Yes, we've got a good squad with deep roots, and we've got a lot of youth. We've got some really exciting talents, but there is still areas of the park that we do need to bolster, we do need to make better. But that key words there, bring in one or two players of real quality to add. And I think if a manager's coming in, they will want to try and put their mark and their stamp on this team. And being able to bring in some marquee signings, 1, 2, 3 names, is I think imperative really to make an impact. And especially if Lonzo's coming in, he'll probably see a few names that he wants to try and put into the team. And it's good that FSG will back that new manager with a war chest come the summer transfer window, which is really exciting to hear. Whilst that's all good and very exciting indeed, and whilst we haven't got a name just yet, it doesn't look like it's going to be a Xabi Alonso. We still do have 4 trophies to compete for, and we're only at the start of February, really. So there's plenty of time to go after this season. I'm not wishing the Jurgen Klopp era away just yet, and my full attention is towards Burnley, as it's been a bit of a sad week, really, after stewing on that defeat against Arsenal. Obviously still in the back of everybody's minds, but the only way to put that right is with 3 points in the next game, a real good chance to do so at Anfield against Burnley, a side that's struggling so far this season, but this season is certainly not over just yet, and we could have a very, very successful time. So here's hoping we get the job done. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on the news with regards to Dom Szoboszlai. Let me know your thoughts on the news with regards to the FSG are going to be seriously backing the new manager of a war chest, and how many signings do you think we'll need to make? Say this current crop at this moment in time are going to be staying put. Where do you reckon we need to bolster? Where do you reckon the new manager will want to bolster? Is it the defence view? Is it a midfield integration? Is it in the forward line? Let me know. Let me know a couple of positions that need to be bolstered under the new manager. Again, down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.